The way you live your life depends on the network you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network's speed and strength. Slow means
Game over.
but the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means
Game changing.
choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life?
Simple and smart ako.
And we are live! Magandang gabi po mga ka-Pinoyliga. Welcome once again to another episode of Bull by the Horn. We are now at episode 11. Lucky 11, Lucky Nelson Asaitono number. Ako po, again, Pinoyliga founder, Benny Benitez, sa inyo pong lingkod, Bull by the Horn by Benny Benitez. Magandang gabi po uli. Maraming salamat po for being with us. And ako po ngayon ay nasa tinatawag nilang solo flight. Ako solo flight ngayon and we don't have any guests for today, but it's gonna be another nice discussion. We're gonna be talking about things na lahat naman ay pinag-uusapan. The NBA Finals, I think that's the talk of the town right now, the basketball town right now. And I hope that you could stick with us and discuss with us. Ngayon po na wala akong kasama, mas makakabuti rin po sana. Like, kausapin nyo na lang ako through the comment section. And if some of you are really interested to talk about your thoughts about the NBA here and now in this short 45-minute show that we have, let us know over the comment section at bibigyan po namin kayo ng link over this podcast at pwede po kayo makipagkwentuhan sa akin. We got 45 minutes to spare and talk about NBA. So what is it about the NBA that we're gonna talk about? Well, marami po. Marami po ngayon. First things first, obviously, dito lang ako. Yan. Obviously, we have the LA Lakers up by 2-0. Not surprising. Ako po ay lifelong Laker fan. Palagi ko nga pong sinasabi sa lahat ng aking mga episode na ako po ay Laker fan Jabbar days pa. So, kumbaga, kung meron man po dyan na magsasabi lifelong Laker ako, pare-parehas po tayo, no? And this is kind of expected considering that siguro kasi, just to be very honest about the whole situation, nung pumasok sa bubble ng Lakers and then the first few games, we never saw na, sabi ko, are they a playoff contender? Yes, they are, but are they gonna compete hard? Hindi ko pa nakita nung pre-playoff pero nung pumasok yung playoff especially after their first round against Portland, then you could see it coming already. So is the 2-0 expected? Yes, considering that they have a competition na ang kalaban nila is wrong KV, is Short-handed. Just to be very open and candid about it, napaka-short-handed po. So, this is kind of expected na magto 2-0 po. Just for everyone's appreciation po kung ano po nangyari kay Bam Abidayo and to Goran. Ano, si Bam po is dealing with shoulder injury, shoulder and neck. Tapos si Goran po is dealing with plantar issues, ano. And that's according to a report by Michael Wright sa NBA.com. So, short-handed na and then full strength Lakers ang pumasok sa final. So, what do you expect? Yes, we kind of expected that this 2-0 is up there and it's going to be something that will happen. So, yes, teka, nahihirapan ako. Ang taas-taas niya. Yes, and then full strength pa si LeBron, and then full strength pa si Anthony Davis. So yeah, we kind of expected that. So plenty of things to discuss. Ano? If there will be any questions down the line, kung sino-sino man po ang makakapag-send ng questions out there through the comment section, you have the chance to win the Kickstart Coffee question of the day, and you get to have a Kickstart Coffee gift pack. So yan po ang mangyayari ngayon sa ating discussions. Ano, maraming tayong pag-uusapan. So, unahin na po natin ano ba talaga yung mga burning questions ko when it comes to the NBA playoffs right now. So, let's start na lang po dun sa ating mga forecast and um, discussion points. Ano. First things first, tingin nyo ho ba, is this the most lopsided finals ever? Because I was thinking, you got the New York Knicks of '99. Yan po yung shortened season na kalaban nila yung Spurs. You got the O2 Nets, kalaban ng LA Lakers, the most powerful combination duo, one of the most powerful combination duo of all time in Kobe and Shaq of O2. And you also have the '07 Cavs of LeBron James. Yan dun po yung nandun sila Bobby Gibson, nandun sila Sasha Pavlovic. Are we talking here now of one of the most lopsided NBA finals? And to be honest with you, after all indications point to it being one of the most lopsided. Why? Considering that it's already short-handed Heat that we're talking about, now we're left with the Heats right now. 'Di ba? Nandiyan na po isang Kendrick Nunn na kagagaling lang po sa isang well, he was a COVID victim, ano. And then nandiyan po yung Kelly Olynyk, nandiyan po yung Duncan Robinson, nandiyan po yung Tyler Hero na all of, these are good pieces, ano. But to say that they are championship caliber at this point, parang hindi po no. And to think na kumbaga they're dealing with probably history will decide if LeBron James and Anthony Davis will be one of the all-time best duos in NBA history, ano. So kumbaga kung makakapagbilang pa po sila ng rings, ano. But going back to the question, is this one of the most lopsided finals ever? I think this is. To be honest with you, ayoko na hong mag-isip dito. I think I'm gonna call this already Lakers in 4. Hindi ko na maisip pa kung ano pa yung mangyayari dito kung di Lakers in 4. Baka mamaya makaisa pero I really highly doubt it considering na medyo short-handed nga po sila. So, but history will also decide if this is one of the most lopsided, and I hope that Coach Eric Spoelstra will make the adjustments. I'm sure that he's always doing the adjustments considering that he's one of the most tactical coaches that we have out there. But yeah, medyo mahina na po talaga. Second po sa atin, forecast at saka sa ating mga thoughts about the NBA Finals, are the Celtics a better matchup? water under the bridge, pero I think para bang kung tutusin mo baka mamaya the Celts would have been a better matchup from a marketing perspective and from a perspective of para bang historical at saka sa puntong para bang there's a certain something when it's a Celts versus Lakers na laban but tao por tao I think it would have been a better matchup. It's the Celtics. You got a budding superstar in Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, tapos you got that bevy of veterans na talagang solid din for the Celts. You got Kemba Walker and you got Gordon Hayward, and Marcus Smart is such a dog. Bulldog talaga yan. So talagang pag inisip mo mabuti, para bang they could have been but all of those are water under the bridge. We have to give credit where credit is due, and the Heat has gone up, and they've taken themselves into the final. So you have to say congratulations to them. But again, uh it could have been that it could have been better kung Celtic siya, and then baga maganda yung laban in terms of nostalgia. Actually, yun yung word na hinahanap ko, nostalgia. No? If it was a Celtics and a Lakers matchup. But it is what it is right now. But it would have been interesting. I would have wanted to see a Celts versus Lakers matchup. But we have what we have right now. So let's have the pleasure of enjoying this matchup. And I really am hoping that, makalaban pa kahit na nag-declare na ako na Lakers in four. Okay. Are we just gonna give the trophy to the Lakers? What do you think, guys? I think yeah. Sabi nga kanina ni no, I saw an article and an interview yata. I haven't had the chance to validate it. But ang sabi nga ni ni Caruso, no, sabi niya kanina is that we're not going out of this bubble without a trophy. So deservingly so. I think that the Lakers are out there to really just get that trophy, and I think they earned it. From the very beginning, I think they had the eyes on the prize. And I was watching this um, series ni Doc Rivers sa Netflix. So he was talking about his championship run with the Celtics, and he was talking about Ubuntu. He was talking about yung bang being a man for others, or being a team player and having his eyes on the prize. Na he was talking about yung kanyang practice facility, tapos how he was talking about how he was supposed to put focus on the Celtics' run sa finals na yon. So he was really, sabi niya doon, he was intimidated by all of the banners of the Celts sa kanilang practice facility, na puro banners of championship. Wala man lang daw banner na parang Eastern Conference champion tayo, or division banner. So sabi niya ganun, how am I gonna be able to put focus on this team para makatutok sila sa championship run? So ang ginawa niya, nilagyan niya ng spotlight yung portion kung saan dapat ilagay yung 17th championship banner, should they win it. And then nilagyan niya ng spotlight yon. And then Tony Allen noticed that, okay, uy, bakit may spotlight dyan? So sabi ni Doc Rivers na ganun, I want you guys to focus on that. Focus on that one thing. And I think that holds true with the Lakers. You could feel it in the vibe. You could feel it in the way that they were bringing that spirit, that swagger in. Um, you can feel it. You could see it from a mile that they're out to win the championship. And I think they're 2 wins away from it. I think the Heat will be very, very lucky to really have one game in. So again, tatanungin ko po yung question uli, can we just give the trophy to the Lakers? Yeah, I think we should. I think at this point, all indications point to A Lakers sweep. Sabi nilang iba, gentleman sweep daw, but I highly doubt it at this point. Having said that, um, teka, nasa na ba? Hinahanap ko yun. Ito. Ah, sabi, nawawala. Ito. Having said that, ay nako, nawala. Ayan. 2-0. Oh, nahihirapan talaga ako. Ayan. Okay. So let's just try and give it to them. Ano. So, okay. Puntahan natin kung ano nga ba yung naging, hindi masabi natin Waterloo, ano. But let's just nitpick what happened to the Heat, ano. So ako pa I've been into, trying to during the pandemic. I was trying to be very scientific. How should I say it? Tactical about coaching, and I was trying to um make myself useful by just reading, textbooks about basketball, and I've been reading a lot how to break a 2-3 zone and everything. So may question ako to everyone, and siguro it's better to talk about it now, Nasaan na ba yung KV na yan? Ito. Ayan, ito. Is it time to abandon the zone for Coach Eric Spoelstra? So let's try to look at the comments, Okay, Iggy Gonzalez. Hi, Iggy. Hello. Okay. Let's just try to just nitpick this, I really want to look at this from I'll try my best effort to from a tactical point of view, First things first, is it time for the Heat to abandon the 2-3 zone? Well, at this point, siguro what I could tell is what I can observe in terms of how the Lakers are picking, or kumbaga are breaking it. First things first, I think pag magbe-break ka ng 2-3 zone, as far as what I have been reading and have been, siguro from my time of really playing casual recreational basketball, ano yan ball movement and player movement. Yan ang pinaka-basic how to break the press, the 2-3 zone, sorry. And then at the same time, you always have to identify that the middle is the most, useful place for an offense, to break the zone. And I think first things first, the Lakers have been utilizing the middle. And para ba nangingitlog sila doon, naggo-gold mine sila ngayon doon sa gitna. If you try to look at some of the videos, and the highlights, si Rajon Rondo, kasi normally, as far as how I see it, hindi naman, it's not necessary that the big man should always be in the middle. Kung sino yung pinaka-polished, sino yung pinaka-technically can be able to execute a jump shot, can be able to execute a floater in the middle, someone that can pass the ball in and out, could be someone that could be in the middle. And during that time, si Rajon Rondo talagang was able to execute flawlessly some moves inside dun sa gitna na yon. He was doing floaters, he was passing from in and out. So talagang kumbaga na-expose ng Lakers yung weakness ng 2-3 zone. And another aspect and another way that the Lakers were really breaking the zone was that umiilalim si LeBron at saka si Anthony Davis, and they were really maximizing yung dong ilalim ng zona. Talagang kumbaga bigat na bigat dun yung nasa ilalim, because really very polished na mga players itong si Anthony Davis and LeBron, really maximize that space, and those are the aspects of the breaking of the 2-3 zone na ginagawa ng Lakers. And siguro nung game 1, and everyone noticed that talagang yung shooting ng Lakers was really there. yung shooting ng Lakers was really impeccable, and that was something na ano na that really baga pulled the trigger for them na talaga nabaon na talaga Miami Heat ano. And if you notice ng first game ano, there were two shots by Contagious Caldwell Pope na talagang brought the Lakers back again ano, kasi talagang noong una sabi nagulat ako ba lumalayo ang Heat ano, but KCP pulled through with threes ano, and si Anthony Davis also acknowledged the fact that during the first game that those KCP 3 points were really critical ano, and I think that was really the turnaround of that game ano, kasi after that they never looked back. That was the time na talagang it came to an unfortunate halt for the Miami Heat because si Goran tapos si Bam had injuries ano. It's really just unfortunate. Would have been very nice to see that both of them were there ano, kasi ako I always thought na para bang to si Bam Abidai was really a more skillful edition of Dwight Howard. No, someone that can do yung face up niya na medyo mas malayo than how Dwight Howard can do it during his early days and during his superstardom. So it would have been nice to see yung ano no, yung talagang point guard skills ni Goran Dragic na ano na nandun. But things happen. So okay, is it really time to abandon the 2-3 zone? Honestly, um, I think it's about time to really experiment at this point. Seeing how the Lakers are exposing really yung ano na yan, yung aspeto ng depensa na yan, and you could see LeBron talagang huma-high post ano para it to counter the 2-3 zone, and he's really maximizing skill set niya is off the charts ano. So I think probably it's about time for Coach Po to consider that. So yeah, let's see what happens there. It's about time rin naman. I think at this point, si Miami has this, how should I call it? Um, ano ba? Nothing to lose attitude. So hindi na natin kailangan pag-isipan yan. Yeah, let's see some of the comment section. Ang sabi, Family Balon Bundan, tanong ko lang po, pagkatapos po ng finals na ito, kailan po ba ulit ang start ng NBA season? I think it's short. It's a very short season. So, ay short break ano. Kasi ngayon ano na the draft combine na eh. So I'm not too familiar with the start, but definitely it's not gonna be as if magiging mahaba yung break ano. In fact, the teams that weren't invited dun sa bubble has started their scrimmages already. So that's an indication na it's not gonna be far off from the end of the championship. So that's it. You know. So again, I go back. Uh, so what do we do now with si Coach Pro? Maybe he could consider that. So I think that falls part into the adjustments that he needs to make. Yeah. Okay. Then siguro tingnan na rin natin. Kumbaga, we were talking now of how of the Heat, no, as in terms of what were the downfalls and what were the things that maybe did them in, but let's just also give credit where credit is due, and let's just also look at the aspect of who is hands down you know the most dominant duo and the most one of the most dominant, because the jury is out all still kung sino yung talagang, ako to be honest, I'm now talking about who's gonna be the finals MVP, no, but let's just talk about this. Ito dito na ako. All right, is Anthony Davis too good, too big for the Heat? You know, tapos wala pang Bam Abidayo, no? So Adebayo. So para bang ako ang ano ko ang ang question ko ngayon diyan, is he too big, too small, kasi kanina lang when you looked at how he dominated the third quarter, the start of the third quarter. And if you play basketball, ang palaging sinasabi nila, kung sino yung magko-control ng third quarter would probably have a bigger chance of winning the game. And true it is, and true to that mantra, si Lakers with Anthony Davis at the forefront of the attack. He was just really showcasing his skill set. It's in and out. He will try to face up you, tapos jump shotan ka. He will try to talagang really pump it in the inside, and then just really do his thing. Honestly, he is he too big, too skilled for the Heat? Yes, he is. Is he hands down the MVP of this finals? Ayan tayo. I think he is. With LeBron really close by, and I think at this point of LeBron's career, I don't think he minds not getting the award the same way that I think he got iffy with him not winning the regular season MVP. So ang tingin ko dyan is Anthony Davis wins it, Lakers in 4. Wow. So gumagawa na po ako ng mga aking mga predictions. So yeah, he's too skilled, too big, too everything for the Lakers. So yeah, may na-question rin ako in my mind. Sabi ko nga sa sarili ko, uh, are the pieces that the Lakers gave up to the Pelicans, something na i-consider mo pa na when you look at it, you gave away Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, a slew of first round picks, pati yung fourth pick. I think it turned out to be the Andre Hunter. Tapos sino pa ba? Josh Hart. Plenty of good materials for an Anthony Davis and more. Talagang sabi ko nga yung kabig ng Lakers with just one pick more than what they gave. Sabi nga nila and I've heard it, sabi nila, he who wins the superstar wins the trade. You know, every time you get to land the superstar, you actually win the trade. So I think it is something that you can apply now with the Anthony Davis to the Lakers trade, and I think it really worked out well for the Lakers at this point, So yeah, we got a lot to do. Well, the Heats has got a lot to do and a lot to consider for game 3. Marami pa silang kailangan i-adjust. Yeah. So there I am doing my first podcast na mag-isa. Honestly, I'm trying to do this one solo flight episode just for me to practice my skill set in terms of doing this alone and navigating this. So you guys, thank you very much for those who stayed. Thank you very much for really looking, just trying to wing this with me. The more that I become better at doing this alone, the more it gets better for the episode. So yeah, so may mga collateral damage episodes like this where we try to do it alone with plenty of mistakes, with plenty of missteps, but there's plenty of learnings. So yeah, we got a good episode in. We got our episode 11. We're trying to shorten the shows that we have. We're trying to create micro contents. For the consumption of our viewers. So kumbaga, we don't try to do the long form anymore. We try to make it as quickly, as short, para at least yung attention span ng ating makatch natin, it's not too long for them to digest. So guys, thank you again very much for staying with me for yun. I got 30 minutes of your time, and thank you very much for winging this training episode with me. This one episode with I have to do this alone, and I have to really calibrate and do my stuff, and make sure that I do it right the second time and the third time and the fourth time, because I have, you know I kind of would want to do other stuff that entails me to be alone in terms of webcasting, so I think this is the best time to really do it, I got other endeavors that I want to do na parang alone, so talagang I think training a live webcast, and try to do it as much as you can would give you more street credibility in terms of doing, meaningful webcasts. So stick around, guys, for future episodes where I might be doing a solo flight episode, and try to give you some of the materials that you want. I was trying, para bang iniisip ko from yung when I started a couple of months ago, 6 months ago, when I was doing my test broadcast. I guess this is a test broadcast at this point, testing how I can do a solo webcast, instead of having, an easy way of having guests na talagang gagawin mo, babatuhan ka. It's really hard pala. So the learnings are hard. I recently read a book called Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. He tells us that, you have to continually doing your cast. You're doing. You continually have to overcome fears and overcome yung the limitations that you see in your mind. So at this point, one of the few things that I haven't tried is to really do webcasts alone, and winging conversations, digital conversations like this alone. And I'm learning a lot from this session, so I'm learning a lot how to manage discussions like this when you're doing it alone. It's gonna be a long road. Maraming beses ko pang dapat gawin to, and maraming beses ko pang gagawin na marami pa siyang flaws until I do this, fluidly. So yeah, again, thank you very much for those that stayed, and thank you very much for those that sent some of their questions in. And to that one guy who sent their question, family Bailon Bundad, you get to win a Kickstart coffee for just sending your question in. See, so meron palang benefit na makinig kahit na parang pseudo test broadcast to, no. So yeah, because we got our good friends from Kickstart Coffee that gives us supports us, all the way. So next week po, we got the bubble. We got a good episode, and like what we promised, Coach Jong and I promised that we're gonna gather once again, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna send you a very good episode similar to what we had last week, and the next coming weeks talaga is gonna be more bull by the horn that you get to see. We're gonna talk PBA bubble. Hopefully, we get to have some players in. May interview natin, So that's for next week. So we got Coach Zongy Chico next week already. So kaming dalawa po uli. Hopefully we get to have that same fun episode. So I got a couple of more minutes to spare. Ayan. So what else? We got a few more things that I need to tell the audience. And what? Yeah, continue supporting the Pinoyliga ecosystem of webcasts. You got Usapang PSL, this one, Bull by the Horn, and you got Gino Rupino, and yung kay Aaron Atay, this Jump Troops, and yung kay Mix Bustos is Off the Record. So all of those are good materials that we'd like for you to support. We're going to continue creating good materials for those for those shows. So rest assured, we're gonna do that. So yeah, I think we're gonna close out for now. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna prepare for next week for a good episode next week. So again, guys, thank you very much for making this quote unquote test episode of solo episode for myself. Such a learning experience. So, hindi yung naisip ko rin parang ganito pala may kaba. Meron pa rin kaba, lalo na pag mag-isa ka lang. So, I'm just gonna take this session as a learning session for myself. And I'm gonna make sure that all of the things na na-capture ko as improvement points, will improve on that as well. So that siguro pag the next session that I do things alone, it will be more compressed, more prepared, more to the level that it should be. But yeah, now that I got to experience how hard it is to do webcasts alone, and I'll prepare for it even more. So yeah, so um, on behalf of everyone who's supporting us, our production people, I'm signing off for now and making sure that we'll be preparing for next week's episode. What else? So a few shout outs to the people that matters to me, my family, my wife, and my kid. Happy birthday to my kid, on Tuesday, Lucia. So, guys, thank you very much once again. And again, this is Benny Benitez, your Pinoy Liga founder, signing off. Short episode again, guys. It's a test episode for being solo flight. So salamat once again for being with us on this episode of Bull by the Horn by Benny Benitez. Magandang gabi po.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.